Hello, welcome to week 2 of my NFL predictions. Now, last week, I went an abysmal 8-8 in my predictions, all thanks to the Panthers, Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs, Dolphins, Patriots, Lions, and the Bears. So you all let me down.
Well, then could we at least pull up here and get some dinner? Because I like to be wined and dined after I've been...
I'll never believe in you again, except for probably this week. I don't know. But enough about last week. You guys don't care. It's on to week 2, and we're ready for this week's predictions. And let's see how wrong I will be. Game 1, we have the Commanders taking on the Packers in a secret game of the week. I think this one's going to be a bit of a sleeper game, you know? Both are top 6 ranked defenses. The Commanders number 5 and the Packers number 6. And I think this one's going to be, like I said, a close game. Secret game of the week. And it'll end up being the Packers. I almost said the Panthers. The Packers slipping the D in, you know, and winning a close one, 33-28. Next up, we got the Giants taking on the Cowboys. The Giants suck. They got destroyed. And the Cowboys, they put on a bit of a close one against the reigning champions, Eagles. So I think it's going to be a decent one for the Cowboys. They're going to win 24-10. Next up, we got the Seahawks taking on the Steelers. Steelers, surprisingly, were not the boring team. Usually they're the boring ones. And they put on a bit of a clinic with the Jets. And I think Rodgers will stay to form this year. Not this year. He might stay to form this year. We might see MVP Rodgers back fully. And the Seahawks, we're going to keep seeing Sam Darnold regress. And the Steelers will win. What do I have down there? 28-17. Let me move this one. We got the Rams taking on the Titans. Snooze fest. I'm just going to say it right now. The Titans need to learn how to protect Cam Ward. And if they don't, it's going to be very sad for them. So I don't see them doing that yet. So Rams win 17-9. Next up, we got the Bills at the New Jersey Jets. The Bills are coming off an amazing high. They had a beautiful comeback victory against the Ravens. And the Jets also looked good, though. The Jets looked decent in their defeats. Justin Fields might be something this year. Yeah, they might be something this year. We don't know. However, it's still going to be the Bills versus the Jets. So the Bills win 31-21. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. This is going to be a gross game. The Dolphins made me look stupid last week in my predictions with the Colts. So fuck them. Patriots win 15-10. Jaguars at Cincinnati. Okay, calm down, Jaguars. It was just the Panthers, all right? The Bengals won, but it was really boring, too close for comfort. However, I think they will continue on their little gain here. They're going to continue looking good for the beginning of the season for once. And I think it's going to be surprisingly close. Bengals win 28-23. 49ers at the Saints. Sorry, my glasses are kind of messing up. I can't really see the screen too well. Kittle's out. Purdy is questionable as of recording. Juwan Jennings, I think, is hurt a little bit. So maybe my prediction is going to be a little bit off here. But it's still going to be against the Saints. So 49ers win 20-10. It's going to be close, though, depending on how many other teams out. All right, next up, we got the Browns taking on the Ravens, a divisional matchup here. Ravens will be livid after last week, the embarrassing loss. They had it in the bag, and they just choked it away. And the Browns, they're the Browns, so the Ravens win 35-23. 35-23, that's what I'm calling. The Bears at the Lions. The Bears looked good for 3 quarters, and then they cost me my fantasy matchup. Fuck you. And the Lions are looking to bounce back against the Packers, and I hope they do look better. I really hope they bring it back and they start looking at form like last year. Look at that fucking cat. So I'm hoping that I'm right here and the Lions win 28-17, but who knows? I'm scared. Broncos at Indianapolis. Even with Bo Picks rearing his ugly head, that Broncos D got it done. And I think Danny Dimes, he came in. He's looking good. But I think he will be turning into Danny Derps against this Broncos D. Broncos win 24-10. God, please don't make me look stupid again. Please don't make me look stupid again. All right, Carolina, my boys. This is a shirt I got from Benchwarmer Shop, by the way. I like it. Shame, a plug for somebody that I don't know. This is going to be the game of the week. Just kidding. I really hope the Panthers can bring it back. They can. I hope Bryce Young can come back to doing anything, but I don't have faith. And I learned from last week. Cardinals win. I think it's gonna be close though. I think it's gonna be Cardinals win 23-13. That's not as close as I thought. All right, the real game of the week: Eagles at the Chiefs. Super Bowl rematch. Twice. This is the second rematch that they. Maybe the third. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, I had to make sure my mic was actually on. That would have been embarrassing. I'm not sure if Worthy's going to be back in time for this game, and I'm not sure if the Eagles are going to stay classy. But if they do, Eagles win 35-21. I don't think it's going to be as close as anybody thinks, but it still will be good for at least 2 quarters. Yeah, I'm going to be so wrong on that prediction. All right, 3 games left. First up, we got the Falcons at Minnesota. The Falcons look good, even in defeat, and the Vikings look good for the fourth quarter. The Falcons are looking to bounce back from that heartbreaking defeat. I think it was 23-20, and the young ho, not the first time we've all been burned by a young ho. The Vikings are looking to be good before the fourth quarter, but I think it's going to be a Falcons 30-26 victory. All right, Buccaneers at the Texans. The Bucs looked good, despite a low-ish score. The Vikings or the Buccaneers looked pretty good. The Texans continued struggling. CJ Stroud's not looking as good as we were hoping. You know, it's 3rd year. We hope he can bring it back. The Texans are looking to bounce back, but I don't think it's going to be yet. I think they're going to continue struggling for a little bit, and I think the Bucs are going to put on a clinic and win. What do I have there? 28-16. Sorry, I can't see my TV. I have bad eyesight. All right, final game. The Chargers taking on the Raiders, another divisional matchup. This one's going to be not very close. I don't think the Raiders are much of a threat this year, despite having Geno. They beat the Patriots. That's not much. The Chargers are looking good. They're starting to look like a contender for once, so I think the Chargers will win 27-17. I decided not to go more in depth. I decided I'm just going to make this a simple couple sentences. I'm not going to go in depth. I'm not this massive football nerd that knows everything about football. So I hope you guys enjoy the 2-sentence format that I'm going to try and do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm going to come up with some other videos to do. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Oh my God, did you guys hear my knees crack? I hope you didn't.